Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Legends of Aria. Today I am on my Archer Stealther, and I'll be working on him today a little bit. He's kind of one of my characters that is a little bit behind all the rest, and I kind of like mixing it up, adjusting my volume here. I kind of like mixing it up and changing it around, playing different characters throughout the week. Of course, I have my Lockpicker, Mace Fighter, Full Plate Warrior. I have my Tamer Mage, my full-on Crafter Harvester, and then this is my fourth character who is a Stealth Archer. And so recently I've been messing around with the character stats, trying to figure some things out. And several people have recently mentioned to me that the way the system is set up is the strength kind of determines, is one of the determining factors in your damage or your DPS. And that is including with a bow. And so I was under the impression that it did not matter, and so I was dropping my strength down quite a bit to accommodate for my 45 agility, my 40 constitution, and I was really going for that 30 wisdom to get that magic resistance that I feel like is super useful when it actually works. So I was going for that stat, but unfortunately I am going back to strength. So we'll probably switch these around. We'll make this one 30. We'll make this one whatever. I think 25 is where I need to get it. So we'll see where it gets from there. But we're switching up my stats, lowering wisdom, increasing strength on my archer character. So let's see, I may need to pick up a few arrows. Those are ash arrows. Do I even have any more arrows on the side? I may have to go to town to get some arrows. Let's see, what's that? Hanging, or standing torch. Okay, I need to read that with my crafter. $69 bandages. I feel like I need a little more than 461 arrows. Although last time I took way too many. I'd hate to run out. So I'm going to be lazy and just go to town and buy myself some arrows. What's up, Samuel? I'm trying to read that, dude. I'm sure it's super funny. Oh, sup, newbie. Figured it out, bro. You know, just flailing around like a newbie. So I had a crazy day coming home from work today. I think it's the second time this has happened to me in my entire life. I ran out of gas. And I was just kind of procrastinating filling up my gas tank. So that was kind of adventure. Driving home in the rain. It's fucking pouring too. And my truck just fucking stops. And I'm like, oh, you don't fucking... And yeah... It happened. Okay, so no arrows in there. Get a few more of these puppies. Hey, at least somebody left me some arrows, right? I buy them all. I'm super greedy like that. Alright, so do I really need to carry that many arrows with me? 86 pounds of... I don't know if it's pounds, but 86 stone weight. I guess it's stone weight. Not ready for the zombie apocalypse. Dude, I so wish the zombie apocalypse would actually happen. Oh wow, it's Donald Trump. The Guildmaster of MAGA. He's gonna be the first fucking zombie. Yo. I'm in Eldir if you want to meet at the gate or whatever. Like what's funny, Sam, that there's actually a Donald Trump in the game, and he's part of the Make America Great Again guild, or that Donald's the first zombie. Oh, come on, Samuel. Don't keep me in suspense, man. Okay, here it is. So do you think bums are going to be the first zombies? Because they're going to get infected first. I mean, that's just obvious, right? And then the world's just going to be overrun by zombie bums. For the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, exactly. They're a bunch of walking zombies already. Hey, what's up, Jason Worley? I can barely hear you. What'd you say?
I'm grabbing bandages and I'll be on my way to the gate.
All right. Oh, there's that Donald Trump again. Jason, you know what? I've never really thought about a good price for 1K arrows. I typically just buy them from the store. But you can get, I think, was it 999 arrows for...
10 silver. It's 9.
It has like 8 silver, 9 silver.
They're 1 copper each.
Yeah, so 1 copper each from the store.
They're not always there, though. If you had them in your vendor all the time for the same price, I'm sure a lot of people would go there.
Yeah, so I guess a good price would be half a copper each, or two for 1 copper. That would be a good price. But I don't know anybody who actually crafts them to sell them.
It's not really worth it. I think it's you get like what 20 arrows per board.
Yeah, it's something like that. 20 arrows per board. I mean, you really got to think about, is it worth it for you? And I wouldn't sell it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell it for more than a copper each. Like, don't sell it for less than the store. So 1,000 regular arrows would be 10 silver.
Which would take you 15 minutes just in chopping that wood.
I mean, it is kind of a supply and demand thing. You could probably charge more than 1 copper each if you always had them in stock.
Yeah, because that's the biggest frustration for me is I go back and then they're always out of stock. I gotta go to different towns just to buy.
So you could probably sell them for like 15 silver for a K if you had like a vendor that always had them available. Yeah, I don't think back in the day they didn't police UO for macroing. Because everybody did it.
Normal spot?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So in UO, I did have GMs come and harass us, and it's because we were PKing people a lot. And the GMs came and harassed me. And one of the reasons why they're harassing me is because I think back in the day you could have 150 attributes. And for some reason, me and my friends' attributes were higher than 150. It was like 152, and mine was 152, his was 153. And we had no idea how we got that. And we're assuming we got attribute gains during a debuff or something, and then it would just revert back after the debuff. But anyway, the GMs gave us a hard time, and they reverted our stats back to 150 maximum. I mean, my character was there from the beginning of time, so it was like an old character. And it doesn't seem like having like 1 extra point in strength would make that huge of a difference in the game, you know? But for some reason our characters were bugged. And they were asking us how we did it. And I said, I don't know. You tell me. It's your game. And I don't even think we knew like 150 was the max. Because we didn't like go to the forums. We didn't go online. We didn't look at information. We just played the game.
There really wasn't many forums, if I remember correctly.
No, and there wasn't any like rule books or anything. It was just... It's like you played Ultima Online and you found out about it by playing it.
you'd hear rumors about the game in certain ways, and then you'd try it out to see if they were right.
Yeah, so back in the day, we never got in trouble for doing this, but we used to call it tidy bowl fleshing. We used to mark ruins out in front of people's houses that we didn't like, and we'd go to a dungeon, and you could lure the entire dungeon through the gate.
I thought about that today, dude.
And every single mob from the dungeon would be on that guy's doorstep, and there would be so many mobs there, they'd actually teleport inside the player's house. So when they would log in, there would be like dragons and liches and just like 3 or 4 dungeons worth of monsters right on their front doorstep. And then they fixed that, so you couldn't gate monsters anymore. But it was kind of a cool way to empty a dungeon, you know? You'd just be like, oh, there's a bunch of harpies. We don't want to mess with them. And you just open up a gate, and they all run through it. What's up, E-Kush? So what thought of me? I thought of that the other day when there was people macroing cotton. And couldn't you just open up a blue gate, and then they would double click it, and they would teleport to the gate, through the gate? Instead of picking the cotton?
Somehow they have it macro, like connected exactly to the resource. I don't know. They seem to pick it before it's even grown sometimes.
So Samuel says, lost Lord on my smith because of that. So who was that guy's Dante Voodoo? Wasn't that the guy's name that we used to tidy bowl flush his house on Pacific?
I think so.
So I think his character's name was Dante Voodoo.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Ouch. Jesus Christ. Dude, I got hit from I got hit from the first level. Like, that E-bolt was all the way across my screen.
That happened to me last night, too. Flamethrowers up.
Dude, archery's badass, Kenshiru. I fucking pwn shit with this bow. Especially stealth archery.
Found some mithril chain.
Mithril chainmail. I found a helmet of +7 luck.
Nice. I found a helmet 25% lower region cost.
Trying to sell you wolf ticket. What is a wolf ticket, man? Yeah, I used to camp Ogre Lords to get the max lady title. It was so easy to die once and have to grind for hours to get it back.
Overlords are good when you had archery.
Yeah, or archery, enemy of one, or like a Ogre Slayer weapon.
They just hit so damn hard, I remember.
Wolf tickets is like too good to be true type of deal. Blade spirits, yeah. I miss a lot of those utility spells in this game. There's no summon elementals. There's no like blade spirits.
I thought the earthquake sucked. They should have EV instead.
Yeah, earthquake is kind of a waste. I think it's just a sword. Sony wrecked that game too much? You mean... What? Broadsword owns Ultima now, doesn't it?
EA.
Well, isn't Broadsword Games? Is that part of Electronic Arts?
I guess they are now, yeah.
So I was seeing an article today that Ultima Online is launching their new update. And I was also noticing that they have a cash shop. Oh, Sony did own it for a while? I never noticed. I pretty much, I think, quit playing a little after Fel and Trammel were introduced.
Once all my characters lost their stat loss, so let's see.
Well, also, too, that there's that bug where you could put ruins, use Circle of Transparency, place a ruin on the ground, cast Mark on the ruin, open up a gate. The gate would appear underneath somebody's floor in their house. And then you could just log out, log back in, and you would be standing in their house. And then you could just take all their shit. You know, I just realized this character is content. I've died a few times and haven't chilled at the inn.
There should be an inn down here at the bottom of the dungeon.
Portable inn. Hold up in camp. Yeah, and I pretty much got pretty pissed, I think. I might have quit after that happened to me, but then came back for a little bit to try out some shit. But I don't know. I came back and tried UOS a couple times, and then I did a couple free shards. UO Demise and UO Forever. Yeah, I don't think we could ban people from your house at that point in time. That was back in the day when houses had keys.
Oh shit. Let's see if I can pull one.
So Chris, I can make probably up to a gold piece in one run. I came down here with my wyvern, and I made 87 silver in 30 minutes. Dude, is that chest still sitting here from last night?
Yeah, dude, you gotta come down here.
Yeah, I should have played my other character.
I would, but my it's just a soft, squishy mage.
I can come down here and pick this goddamn chest.
I'm scared to come down here with my treasure hunter.
So, Chris, I can recall with my wyvern. You don't have to gate. It does follow you pretty much everywhere, so it's not required to be a mage to be a tamer because of that reason. But being able to gate somewhere with your wyvern, so I can just be like, oh, I want to go fight the gazers, and be like, open a gate. Okay, me and my wyvern are at the gazers. You can't mark in the oasis, so I can't instantly teleport to a dungeon type of situation, but there are some places I can just go and be instantly instantly gain money. So, like, for example, at lunch, I went and farmed the pirate captain for 30 minutes, and I made about 47 silver, or maybe it was close to 60 silver.
Look at that hammer, dude.
Hammer time. Humanoid executioner.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I mean, my mage tamer can donk some pretty good damage. I am pretty squishy, though. Like, 2 archers took me out really fast. I wasn't really expecting or prepared for that, but... Mouth to mouth. Is it precipitation or recipitation? You know, I was kind of bummed. I was like thinking the other day that I really wish I had a game that had that Holy Trinity in it again. Because there always is that fun of going through a dungeon or something. Oh, the bitch is coming too, dude.
That's weird.
There is a poison spell in this game, but there is no poisoning. They are going to be adding snooping and stealing soon.
I sure hope they add poisoning.
Me too, but they're really going to have to balance it with like the stealth attack. I mean, imagine stealth attack with a poisoned weapon. I mean, you can almost you can almost down somebody in a few attacks anyway, and let alone leave them poisoned. God, what is this?
I don't know, but we can't move.
Yeah, we can't move. So I'm trying to remember the game that I'm kind of following that's going to be coming out. I don't know when, but because I stopped waiting in that aspect. But there is kind of a Holy Trinity game coming out. Yeah, the Holy Trinity is like, you know, tank, mage, healer, or, you know, healer, tank, DPS. That's the three. And then they always throw in one more, like utility. So EverQuest is a really good example of that type of a game. I mean, even WoW kind of had it.
You couldn't go through the epic dungeons unless you had the combo.
Yeah, and you got to have the right group, and it takes a lot of skill and tactics to get through certain areas of dungeons. And I'm trying to remember the game that I've been following here that's supposed to be like that.
Worst combo. Guess who has 51 alchemy?
Oh, nice, 51.
You're getting 10th grader heals now. It's not worth it though. I tried a couple.
Yeah, you have to be at least 60, I think, to even try. Dude, why can't I remember this game that's coming out? I always have some timers.
Behind you.
Gorgon on me, yep.
This charger.
Wait, didn't come. She didn't come. She didn't come.
Oh, now she is. Weird.
I feel like I'm gonna be in trouble.
Run back.
Well, that worked out, kind of.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, there can be something fun about being able to, you know, play by yourself in solo content. But then there's also something fun about there being content that's locked behind cooperation. And unless you get a group of people that cooperate, you never get to see that content. So it leaves it kind of a mystery. Like, there's plenty of dragons in EverQuest that I never really went and conquered. And to me, it's kind of like, it's still a mystery to me, some of these dragons, you know. And I think it should be like that for a lot of content in the game, unless you have the right group. I mean, so something similar in this game is you have to collect 3 skulls to be able to get into this special dungeon. I've never been in that dungeon yet. I think it's called the Catacombs. And you have to kill 3 different bosses, and they each have to drop a specific skull, and then you can open the portal to the dungeon. The dungeon stays open until next server reset, so it stays open for, I think, you know, until whenever that server reboot is, but there's a whole dungeon I've never been to yet because of that reason, and I think that's pretty darn cool. Somebody's here with a wyvern, or unless it got moved over. No,
It's a wyvern and a Goliath, 2 Goliaths, 3 Gorgons.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't pull down here. Let's go back. No, so once you get 3 skulls, you can open up the portal to the dungeon, and then it's open until server reset, and anybody can go in. So it's not super exclusive, but it is pretty much exclusive to the point where, you know, you only get a certain amount of time to play in that dungeon until it gets open again. Dude, that golem keeps stepping on that button. There's another bitch up here. Oh, sweet, a venomous beetle too. Oh, nice, a Goliath. Nice, yeah. Kill that beetle first. I'll just tank this Goliath. Oh, immune to stun, lame. Your double shot doesn't seem to go much faster. I feel it kind of slows down my regular shot. Double shot was a lot cooler with lower dexterity.
Yeah, I noticed that too. In the beginning, it's really important.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I could do overdraw and be better off than using double shot with such high dex. I mean, besides the fact you can move on your second shot with double shot, right?
I like that, yeah. Especially with the mage. Gorgon right behind me. I got the spot right here. She doesn't know I'm here. There's 140 arrows, 150 arrows.
Fire beetle. So I've gained 1 strength and quite a few archery gains since I've been here, which is pretty cool. I think I'll be able to build my strength back up.
Yeah, you can get it from gains from your archery. I've been gaining with Knox. I had to lock it at 25 actually. It was going up so fast.
Yeah, I was thinking 25 was I was going to try to get it to.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, whatever my wisdom will let it go to. Because I'm doing 45 dex, 40 con. I guess we'll do the rest in strength. My taming is up to 95 something now. I haven't actually worked on it because I've been just enjoying killing things with the wyvern. They are still a little stubborn, so I need to tame a couple more and get some skill gains and get a couple more backups. Gorgon.
Getting her blind spot again.
We're just so good they can't do anything about it.
It's funny. I'm gonna have to go back soon.
I mean, I probably would have GM'd my taming a long time ago, but I'm glad I stopped and made a couple different characters. Because I was able to get a 5-way GM warrior with 82 lockpicking. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. They're attacking each other. That's good.
Oh, what?
You can get it from across the trap. Yeah.
Oh, is that a Gorgon behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no real reason to push it to get the last 5 points. I'll get there someday. Ouch.
It's crazy you can shoot the arrow and then bash me at the same time.
Yeah.
Got a cooking pot, dude.
Fire beetle.
I'm gonna take a little break here. Feeling a little tired. Get some stamina up. Ooh, humanoid executioner halberd. What if that works on people? He can.
Well, we could test it out, but I doubt it does.
Yeah, I doubt it. Obsidian weapons do more damage anyways than the executioners.
So, is it time to count our blessings, or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
Before we get stream sniped.
Yeah, before somebody stream snipes me. Because I'm so important. You know, it's pretty amazing. I think I've only gotten PK'd once or twice on stream. Like, out of all the times I've gone out. Maybe I should switch it up. I should take my warrior there and we should go run around and look for boxes.
Yeah, we can take like a dragon, not a dragon, but like a drake we could take out. See if there's a box down there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Aria's kind of kept me this entertained. I mean, I knew it was lacking content going into it. But I guess, you know, sandbox games I just really enjoy because I create my own content and create my own missions, my own reasons, my own... I think I'm ready to rock and roll.
I just need some bandies. I'm dropping my money off on my taxes.
I'll grab a few pots. I'm gonna head to the gate. So one of the things too, Kenshiro, that I've noticed is like a lot of people, of course there's the big influx of people and there's going to be a bunch of people who quit. But there used to be a property right here next to me. Nobody's living there anymore. Used to be one right here. So a lot of the properties are being dropped. Are you group leader from last group?
Let me check.
Right click me and invite if you can, or I can't even get to. Oh, this game is lagging.
Yeah, that was weird. I couldn't do it either. There, I'm not in the group. I think you are.
I might drop that extra wisdom I got for 10 more strength.
Does such
I don't know.
damage bonus, dude.
Yeah, I know, but the survivability of wisdom too is pretty nice. Like when it's at 20, it procs okay. When it's at 30, it procs quite often.
Okay, I gotta get a sword at the bank. Mine's damaged really bad.
I should probably just start wearing the +3 wisdom ring, +3 wisdom necklace then, if I really care about wisdom. I mean, they're cheap. Nobody ever wears them. Alright, I'm gonna go AFK a second, use the bathroom, get a drink, and then we'll go kill shit.
Yeah.
And unlock dungeon chests. Taking off, Samuel. Take care, man. Alright, ready to kick ass? Take names.
Yep.
So this is my bashing, blocker, heavy armor, healer, warrior, lockpicker. This character's, I pretty much consider this character done. Actually, I still need some skill books, so a little ways away from done. So you see, here's some skill books right here. Hunter's Mark for 45 gold. Jesus. Shield Bash. I want Shield Bash for 35 gold. Let's see, what else do I want? Ice Barrier is 12 gold. Got Wound. Empower. Hamstring. I want to get Hamstring for 10 gold. So, Hamstring and Shield Bash, my character be done. So, 45 gold. I have that. I could just go buy those 2 books right now. I wonder if that chest has actually been there for 2 days.
I think it has.
Or since last night.
They're pretty random on where they spawn now.
Yeah, but I don't think they despawn and spawn somewhere else until they're picked.
Yeah, I know. That's why I think it's the same one.
Did you need more cobalt suits?
Yeah, I have one more. I just have this one I was gonna use to either lost it or.
May I use it up?
The copper's pretty soft. The swords are just, I'm just chewing through them, the ones that I made.
Yeah, I could make you some cobalt weapons too. It's probably be worth it. It lasts a lot longer. Higher percentage damage, most likely, or higher percentage rolls.
Yeah, my smelting, my blacksmithing stopped going up at 65 with the gold.
Yeah. And then you really got to wait till 70, I think, to start doing cobalt, because you don't want to fail a lot and lose all your cobalt.
Somebody put a huge house on the way to the mine from the shack. They said they're gonna try to keep PKs out. I laughed. I was like, okay, that'd be cool. I don't know how it's possible. You're gonna have people on shifts 24/7.
Well, if they have to run all the way around, they might not enjoy running through that way. I don't know.
Yeah, but if they have to, that means I'd have to run all the way around.
Right, well, maybe you can, well, yeah. Yeah, Jason, we do go farm mats in wilderness, yep. I mean, we're in the wilderness right now, and this could be considered farming mats in the wilderness. Let's go this way. Did I swing so slow compared to the bow? I'm like, what the hell? Probably do more damage to this Colossus, though. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're just taking it down. Look at that.
Yeah, because my bow's like 10, 10, 10. I think it's a little more than that, but... Sickly eyes. Come on, big money, no whammies. I got whammies. So we need to go to that other hallway with after the flamethrower, where that chest is always sitting there.
Up on top of the sand. Where is that? I forget. It's on the other side.
It's back this way. Yeah, let's go. Maybe we could figure out some kind of pattern to the whole chest thing, but doubt it.
We're gonna change it probably again.
Yeah, the glory days of fucking popping chests open all day long is over.
Yeah.
I can't have your fucking shit up. There we go. Sorry. True Tempo, it's going really well, man. Thanks for asking. We just got done doing a run down to the dungeon with my archer, and then we saw a bunch of chests, or we saw one chest, and so I always get the itch with my lockpicker to come back. So we're going to check spots where there's chests, so we're going to go check down this hallway here. We'll have to go check the dragon spot too. I'm just going to beat it up. Next to the Hellhounds, I think that's in a different dungeon. I don't think there's Hellhounds in this one. This is the one in the Oasis. Deception. Ah, and that juicy one is there, dude.
Yeah, we gotta clear out some shit.
Hold on, maybe I can run around. Let me just run around.
Ooh, you got it. That's the good one, dude. You're gonna have some furniture in there or something.
Come on, no whammies, big money. So this chest here I'm unlocking is a 70, skill gain, a 70.1 required chest. And I got whammies. But, I mean, it does drop 4 silver. 25 of each reagent. But I didn't get anything worth writing home about. With the rarity of the chest so little now, I feel like they should have maybe increased the rewards. But I have a feeling, based off their Q&A session, that they're going to be adding some more chests back to the dungeon. And I don't think they intended to nerf them so hard.
That's what it seemed like.
Oh, true tempo? Great, man. That's good to hear. That's basically the reason why I stream, is to share the fun with other people and to kind of answer questions and help out new players. So, ooh, you got a fancy map? Look at you, motherfucker. Can you do those fancies yet?
Almost.
That's what we should be really working on. I don't know what the hell we're doing, but so where do we find other? We go down the dragon spawn, maybe.
That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to ease my way over there.
And I'm sure they.
That I get a log for a few minutes there.
Yeah.
We'll see if there's a good one down there. There might be a good one.
It's too bad I can't. I mean, I kind of wish I could stealth with this character and hide, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Yeah, you could run all the way out of the dungeon with that character and just be fine.
Well, I mean, even with stealth hiding, you can't. A lot of times, you can't pick the chest because you can't do it while you're stealthed. You can't loot the chest because you'll be in trouble if you try to loot the chest.
It's funny. Hey, look, Raven's just standing there. Almost looks like an NPC.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's like a shadow character or that's an actual character standing there. You know what I'm saying? Because one time I saw Selene standing... God, that fucking scares me. I mean, I see Selene standing next to the bank one time, or next to the inn. And I was, he was like, I'm like, dude, I'm right next to you. He's like, what? I'm way over here doing something. And I was like, no, you're not. And so he hurried back to the inn, and his character that was standing there ran through the wall, and then he comes running out of the inn. Hopefully there's some people down here farming them. I can just go in and get the chests. I'm gonna hug the wall over here. Oh, there is dead.
Uh-oh.
Cannot see him. Cannot see him. What the hell?
Yeah, he's stuck on the thing here.
Who's killed this other Drake is what I'm kind of wondering.
I know, they must have just got out of it.
Is that a pack horse too?
Yeah. Wonder if there's any loot on it.
Yeah, I wonder if they're like, hurry, get a resurrector.
Look.
This dragon's punking me, bro.
Oh, there's a stealther there.
I'm gonna go check for
Ooh.
chests. Okay, there's none over here either.
Alright, let's just kite this guy over here maybe and kill him.
There should always be a chest down in the dragon's room. I don't get it.
I don't either. I thought that was kind of stupid. I could kite the Drake over that stuff.
I mean, there's piles of treasure. The gold coins are bigger than our heads. Oh, dragon's up. No, no, no. Running. No, 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 dude. Just run. That's a fireball and you're dead, bro. Ooh. So yeah, no chest down there. So where else could we look for chests? Maybe in this other dragon room?
Yeah.
Dude, these gold farmers got an elaborate scheme of fucking watchers. They have like a network of free accounts. All stealth hiding in the dungeon. Like a security cam system.
I don't see any in there.
It'd be weird having like, what was that, two treasure chests in the whole bottom floor? I mean, that's probably how bad it is, but... Oh yeah, flamethrower time. Oh, we want to stay out of there.
Two Gorgon spots. It's gotta be somewhere in here, but... I'm gonna have to log for a few minutes, though.
Yeah.
It's strange. I did find a level 3 chest on the second floor, or the first floor the other day, which was odd again. But I don't think there's 4 and 5s down there.
Yeah, I want the 4 and 5 chests. I don't really know where else they spawn. Hey, it's Captain America. I mean, a lot of them spawn in like these rooms here too, but the respawn time on them is probably so long you probably can't, like, you know, pick one and then go pick another one somewhere else in the dungeon. Yeah, books take a while to get. I've gotten one book, so with this character. Some of my other characters have a couple books. Seems to be a lot of people down here.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll be back on in a little bit.
Alright. I'm gonna run around up here and see what kind of chests I can find.
Might get some blood up there.
Blitz, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. Oh, true. I mean, it doesn't... Like... You can come play with me at any level, pretty much. I mean, it really just depends on what I'm doing. But once you hit, like, 80 skill, you can definitely come play with me, at, you know. And 80 you should be able to get pretty quickly. You can be in the newbie dungeon up into 80 skill, so... And then when you're 80 skill, you get really good gains down in this area. And this character I'm considered done, so you're welcome to come, you know, party it up or whatever. The more the merrier. Necrocosm. Thanks for the follow, man. Hey, they're going to be adding necromancy to this game. So rumor has it that Bard's officially coming out for sure in the next update, the Frozen Tundra. They said necromancy is... they're not sure. So here's a low-level chest. So I wonder if there's only like one level 4 and one level 5 chest on level 2, because that's pretty much what we found. Here's one level 1 chest on the first level. It's pretty weak sauce. Not even really worth picking, in my opinion. Like, those level 1 chests should be in town. That's kind of stuff you should get from town. So the wiki for lockpicking, if you look up Legends of Aria lockpicking and you go to the wiki, I think it has each level chest and it shows you what skills are needed to get in. Tattered map. So this area here used to be the end of the dungeon when it was just level 1. Beetles back here, that's kind of cool. Just a beetle spot? Tattered map. So that's kind of interesting. These are down on level 1. So we actually did get a book off a fire beetle on level 2. One of these scorch beetles. It dropped, believe it or not, ice block or whatever that one's called. So kind of bummed there's no chests down in this area. Typically this is where chests did live. Oh, there's another level 1 chest. Okay. Is this like a special pit? Oh, and there's a level 2 chest. It's like 60 copper, a couple of reagents. That's not even really worth it. These ones are actually okay. They're not too bad, but I typically only would loot the level 3s, the 4s, and the 5s. This is a level 2. It's just like the epic Scorch Beetle. It's in this room all by himself. Ancient idol? Nice. You got that out of a treasure map that you dig up, correct? Does it look like a face? Or, well, I have a couple ancient idols that I've gotten out of treasure maps. They're kind of the low-end treasure map rewards. And they're just house decoration, I believe. I've gotten 2 different types of ancient idols. This is kind of a weird room. This is a really big room for one beetle. I can't see chat. I see your chat showing up now, bud. Sometimes my chat program screws up. I have a chat program that connects me to 4 different services. Sometimes it is bugged. Alright, well, this room is a little silly. Maybe some special beetle spawns in here? Necro, what do you sort of hate? You like to see the rooms chatter. Yeah, so several people, some people are watching on YouTube, some people are watching on Twitch. I try to make the text pop up on my screen so people get a general idea. Oh yeah, so I have multiple rooms chatting, Necro, and so that's why it shows up on my screen. So True Tempo is talking on YouTube and you're talking on Twitch. Right now, for some reason, it doesn't say I have very many viewers. Occasionally I have, 15 to 20 people in here chatting it up. It is Monday. It's kind of one of my slowest days is Monday. Yeah, and that's the kind of reason why I do it, is because I don't want people to think their chat program's broken if they're missing out on the chat. And it's hard to participate in that chat if you can't see it too as well. So, all right. So, there's another low-level chest. A guy named Viper. Just gonna run around because I'm crazy. There's the 2 archer dudes. And I'm just running around looking. Oh look, there's a chest. Okay. This is a level 3 chest. So it's like first level has first, second, and third level chests, and then the second level of the dungeon seems to be 4th and 5th level. Well, here's the thing, True. A lot of things change. Oh, I can't even see that either. Oh, look, there's Watcher the Ghost. A lot of things have changed since I first started. So, I've made some decisions based on frustrations, and I'm glad I've made those decisions. So I was having a hard time with my tamer. I got to a point where I felt like I was struggling. And instead of just struggling and hating the game, I decided to make this character, who I was able to get to 82 lockpicking and get up to really high skill pretty quickly in about a week or so. And then I went back to my tamer. And then I got bored of my tamer again, or I started struggling again, so I made an archer stealther, and I worked on my archer stealther. So my suggestion is, if you're not having fun, do something different. And you can change your character whenever you want to. So if you drop a skill, so let me show you something. So here, I used to be treasure hunter with this character. I got discouraged with treasure hunting, so I dropped it. But if you take a look at the skill, I used to have about 45 treasure hunting. You see there's this bluish or this aqua bar that fills up right to there, and then it goes black again. Well, if I decide to get treasure hunting back again, I could just raise my bar, and that aqua level, or I would be able to get back to my original skill level really quickly. So it's almost like double skill gain or something till you get there. So it's a lot easier to get your skill back once you drop it. So you can always drop a skill and pick it up later if it's not working out for you, or change your character. You can start out as a warrior and end up as a mage. So my main suggestion is, if you're not having fun, do something different, because there's so many different things to do that you can find something to do that you enjoy having fun with. And if you're having fun, that's the best way to play this game. So there's no reason to rush to the end game. Currently, there is some limited stuff to do for end game. A lot of people are bored and waiting for new content. I've been having fun and just messing around with the game, doing things, working on multiple characters. My characters are not done yet, so I still have ways to go. But that would be my main suggestion, is to have fun. Run from the mages. So I'd like to see like another level of a dungeon. Like, dungeons need to be deeper and scarier. So they made level 2 for group play, and I can basically almost solo it, or me and my friend can almost take out the whole thing, besides maybe the dragon. So there definitely needs to be more content, etc., and stuff to do. Let's see if I can pull off one more thing before I end my stream. I typically keep my stream for about 2 hours. Don't really like going over that. About an hour and 40 minutes here. So another tip is to bank often, because it's very easy for you to get comfortable down there and get carried away, and the next thing you know, you're dead. Either from a mob or from a PK, and then you basically lose it all. So it's better to make it away with something than nothing. So that run I was able to make 55 silver. I could have kept, fighting it up down there, but 55 silver is pretty decent. That's a good cha-ching in the bank. And then plus I had some nice reagents that I wanted to keep. So how much did I get? 2 beast hide, or 2 beast blood, which is important for alchemy. And then I got 6 sickly eyes, which is also great for alchemy. I got some lesser mana potions, and these probably came out of the chests. A mana potion. A few lesser heals, some stamina. And then the reagents I just build up for my mage. So lockpicking is a really good thing for getting reagents for spell casting. Okay, so I also found a tattered map and two tattered maps. So I'm going to put that in my map collection. But the main ones I do with this character are actually just the fishing maps. So this tent was given to me by another player, actually my neighbor. So shout out to my neighbor. I think his name is, God, I wish I could remember his Twitch name. No. Anyway. He lives down south of me. So there is three different types of tents, and these are crafting order rewards. So when you do a crafting order for, it's either 40, 60, or 80 Blightwood bows, once you complete that crafting work order for the NPC and turn it in, you get one of the three style of tents. So he gave me this tent for my vendor, so I'm pretty stoked on that. All right, so let's play a quick game here. Let's do something real fun before I go. I have a shell encrusted map. Let's see, where is it? True Tempo? What? You're the man, bro. $10. Thank you so much. So much appreciated. Yeah, the crafting orders are a lot of fun because you can get skill. Not only you get skills, but then you also you get rewards from doing them. So some of the things that I've gotten is a shade clothing dye and then this crimson clothing dye. And I got those from doing, I think it was 40 mage robes and then 80 mage robes, I believe. So I did those two crafting orders and I was able to get clothing dye. Unfortunately, it's a one-time use clothing dye, so yeah. Okay, well, I got one shell encrusted, huh? That's always a really fun one to go do. All right, let's say screw it. You only live once. What I'm wearing isn't really that valuable. So I craft my own plate mail armor. This is iron plate mail +1. Really easy to craft. Very abundant supply. So what I'm going to go do is a fishing map. So I have a fisherman that fishes up these maps, and then I use this character to actually go get the booty. So we'll just do this for the ending of my stream. So there is some risk involved in doing this, but the reward is, of course, getting the loot from the fishing map. Let's see, I need to figure out where I'm going first. Yeah, so when you buy a property, all characters automatically belong to that property, and they all share that house. So it's one land per account. You can have, and the biggest piece of land you can have is 30 by 30. You can put as many houses as you want on that 30 by 30 land that will fit. Of course, the more land you have, the more your rent costs. It's not necessarily your house size. Although house size, they do cost more for the house, and then also it takes more materials to build the house. Okay, so the neat thing about fishing maps is you don't need fishing skill to get the treasure chest. You do need fishing skill to start getting the high-end maps, and I think Around 80 fishing skill, you start consistently getting shell encrusted maps. I wouldn't say on a regular basis because they're still rare, but you still get those around that level. And those are the highest level fishing treasure maps you can find, is the shell encrusted. They do take 70.1 lockpicking to open. Yeah, and this is always my favorite zone. This zone is super laggy, even on my machine. A lot of people's machines it has trouble. I think it's just all the fairy whisperers, little... Looks like the edge here. Okay, let's go around this way, see what happens. God, dude, I hate these little spiders. They can, like, knock you off your horse and then kill your horse. Man, this annoying wall of brick. I'm going all the way to Vilewood. I probably should have chose going the other way, but I ain't turning back now, god damn it. Jeez. So Jason, I think it's my graphics card that may be slowing me down, but I do have the original i7 Sandy Bridge. Yeah, 2 archers got you. Yeah, I kind of have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, it says to the east. Alright, so we'll just keep going east until we find water. Okay, I see water south of me. Let's check this map again. Still saying east. Got a big old house. Northeast. So yeah, I have an i7 Sandy Bridge, but my graphics card's an NVIDIA 960. So it's getting there. It's getting old. So my True Tempo, if you go to my Twitch channel, you will find my schedule. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 to whenever I feel like quitting, PM Pacific Standard Time. And then also Saturday it's 10 a.m. and Sunday is whenever I feel like, but that's going to be like my fishing day mostly. So I do a lot of fishing off my Hobie kayaks. I do ocean fishing and I do freshwater largemouth bass, smallmouth bass. Super heavy into fishing. And that takes precedence over the weekends if the fishing's good. All right, cash monies. Ooh, house item. What did I get? Before the Shattering. Okay, so that is a painting. I've gotten that painting before, so I have several of that same painting. The other really neat thing about this is that, okay, Tattered SOS, I don't want that. And fish, I don't want the fish. Like, why do I get fish in a treasure chest? The good news is 21 silver. Also, +3 will ring. 1 bandage, woo! And then looks like about 30 of each reagent. And I got 16 minutes to go before I can recall. So this painting, I've gotten several of them before. It's not like a painting that I've never gotten. So it's not one of the super rare ones. From what I understand, there's 4 different paintings. I have 2 of the smaller ones and then the medium-sized one. And then from what I understand, there is a large painting of a female figure, which I don't have. So unfortunately, I haven't got that painting yet. But one painting is better than no painting. Hey, what's up, Darren? So the shell encrusted, I think, have the best chance of getting items, but I've also got them, I believe, in, I want to say weathered. I've gotten house items, but you can also get them for sure in shell encrusted. So rum stained maps. So the rum stained maps, I believe, they take 55 lockpicking, I believe, to get into. Definitely worth doing if you want to be a lockpicker, is to doing those rum stained maps. They'll take you to all kinds of cool places in the world. You'll get some cool loot. So, and then the dungeon chests have a different loot table than the fishing maps and the digging up treasure maps. I believe they all have different loot tables. So there's different loot, I think, that you can get from all 3. And so somebody was mentioning that they got what is it? An idol? Ancient idol? True tempo? Man! I'm speechless, dude. Thanks. It's amazing. You rock. Alright, so just for an example, there's this torture rack, there is this cage, torture cage, and then there's these shackles. I got those out of dungeon chests. So picking chests inside dungeons. And then when you come into here, these are the 3 the paintings. This is the Man with Eyes, the Before the Shattering. That's the one I just got. And then here is the Gentle Gentleman. So there is one more painting, and I think it's bigger than this one. Or maybe it's the same size, and I think it is a female painting. I've seen other people have it, but those are the 4 paintings I've seen in the game. This banner also came out of a dungeon chest. But then a lot of these other things, like these rugs, came out of fishing chests. Here's my idols over here in the corner, and these were the ones that I got out of treasure map hunting. So I got this one that looks like a face, and then this one that looks like a, I don't know what it looks like. It's almost like a face too, like the very top eyebrow, the nose, and the mouth. So those are the ancient idols. And then this I got out of a furniture crate, and I think it was dropped either by the imp in the PvE dungeon or the pirate captain. So yeah, so and then this here was dropped by the beholder, this goblet of wine. So, and then the other really neat thing about these collectibles is that, from what I understand, the seasons change. So eventually items will be discontinued and will be replaced by new items, which makes these items increase in value. So there's going to be a rare item trading house decoration bonanza thingamajigger, whatever you want to call it. And then a lot of these items, like the bookshelf and the bed and the table and the chest, those are all craftable in game. So it's kind of like house decorations that you can craft up. So I have been doing quite a bit of collecting. As you can see here, I've been fighting the pirate captain quite a bit, and I was able to get some pirate gear. So like the peg leg and the pirate hat. I don't have the pirate shirt yet, unfortunately. But I have a couple pirate hats and then a couple pirate pants. Oops. I just put it inside here. No, where did I put it in? Oh man, I hate that. There it is. Accidentally dropped things inside a bag like that again, because it's not where your pointer is. There. Oh, you got some shackles? Nice, Darren. So they're still dropping. So I got 2 sets of shackles right off the bat. But here's other things I have. So a bunch of gentle gentlemen, some portraits of the man with eyes, a bunch of round pillows, another set of shackles, some square pillows. Yeah, so that's about what I got. So a few before the shatterings, a couple portrait of man with eyes. Oh, a wooden bowl. Nice, off the pirate. Cool, Darren. Yeah, I've been farming that pirate for a bit. So I've gotten a lot of his clothing, but I don't think I've gotten a item from him. But the 2 items that dropped that somebody else got was a basket, a goblet of wine, and then
Alhambra.
oh yeah, you got that candle.
Well, I didn't technically get it.
Well, I mean, that's, you got it out of the chest. I think it's a random, after you get the item, it's a random generation. So it's not guaranteed to be anything. All right, I'll be right back. All right, everyone. So I think this is my 2-hour mark. Really appreciate everyone chatting up, being with me today. My stream schedule is on Twitch. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't really, display that information in a kindly manner. I guess I could put it in the comments below. But anyway, thanks for the donations today. True Tempo, super awesome of you. Super, super appreciated. You're welcome to hang out anytime. Also, if you look on my Twitch channel, I don't know if you joined Discord, but I do have an open Discord chat. You're welcome to join me in Discord, chat it up. That'd be super awesome if you did. So much appreciated. Again, my schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday typically, and then again Saturday morning, typically Pacific Standard Times after I get off work. So you guys are super awesome. Check all the links below the stream to support the channel. And as always, keep on gaming, and we'll see you guys next time.